Hey guys, what's going on? I want to jump up here real quick, do a little fishing report for Lake Norman. They're really biting right now. Talked to a guy last night at the boat ramp. He was doing something totally different than me, and they had an awesome night. The fish seem to be starting to pull out into that deeper water. So what I have been doing is been using the big plugs. As you can see, this one here's tore up. I caught a bunch of fish last night on this. I think I caught 25 or 30 off one point, throwing the 6XD. Been throwing that a lot. Been throwing the Big Shaky Head. This is a 1/2 ounce spot remover. Perfect plastic, Strike King perfect plastic, green pumpkin, kind of just typical. And then I've also been throwing the DT14 and Penguin. Been catching a lot of fish offshore cranking right now. They're out there and they're pretty easy to catch. So yeah, if you're in, the Lake Norman area right now and you want to have some fun, man, head out on the lake. You'll have to look for a little while to find them, but once you find them, they're there. I wish the video could do justice just on the amount of teeth marks that are on this particular 6XD, but they were absolutely munching it last night. Real quick, I'll kind of show you what I got it paired up with. This is a Revo SX. This is actually the older one, and there's only one thing I've done to the reel. I've changed out the handle. I like that bigger handle. Allows you to really, crank on it a little bit harder. 12 pound in VizX. Seaguar and VizX. I use an 8-foot cranking rod. This is an MHX CB9 65. It's a medium heavy 8-foot moderate action, and it really chunks these bigger plugs very, very well. Then for my my DT14, once again, this is a Revo X. 12 pound in VizX, once again, upgraded handle, a little bit bigger, allows me to crank. This here is actually a composite rod. This is actually right at almost a 7-foot composite rod. And it seems to be handling this DT14 really, really well. It's a medium, really flimsy. Really allows those fish to get it, because this one here I'm really cranking really fast and really hard. So, and man, there's tons of teeth marks. The fish are really just munching on that right now. And then for my shaky head, I'm using a 7-foot heavy, 17 pound P line tactical. This is a Lose Mach 2. This particular blank right here, this is a NMB 844. It's a 7-foot heavy. Has a really nice tip on it, and super sensitive. So that's what I've been using. Also been using a drop shot a little bit. Caught a couple fish yesterday on a drop shot, but not enough to really say that's what they're biting. But really, if I, right now, if I can only have 2 baits, it'd be that 6XD, and it'd be that DT14. I've been throwing some other crankbaits like the Dredger 25.5. And that one there's getting bit as well. So, but yesterday they really wanted that 6XD, and when you found them, you could catch them. And this is something here. This is maybe a quick little tip for you guys. If you idle over a point and there's fish there, I don't know what it is, but make a few casts with one crankbait. If they're not hitting it, oftentimes what we do is offshore anglers is we'll throw a couple casts with a crankbait. If they're not hitting it, we move on. That's why I'm throwing 2 crankbaits, because I have found if they won't bite one, they'll bite the other. So, I'll pull up, throw that DT14 out there, crank it down 5-10 times. If they don't hit it, right onto the 6XD. And sometimes I'll change it. I'll pull up, I'll throw the 6XD. I'll throw it 10 or 12 times and I'll get bit, I'll throw that DT14. And usually one or the other. Either the 6XD will get bit, or the DT14 won't, or the DT14 will get bit and the 6XD won't. So, really been having a whole lot of fun. And, you know, it's like I told the guy last night at the boat ramp, you know, you can't complain catching, you know, fish on back-to-back casts for like 10 or 12 minutes. So, had a whole lot of fun last night. Hopefully, that video should be up in the next couple of days here on the channel. So, yeah, that's kind of it right now. Been doing a lot of offshore cranking, a lot of graphing. And if you find some hard structure here on Lake Norman, you'll probably get bit. So, you know, get out there, idle around, throw the big plugs around, and you'll catch some fish, I promise. So, hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon. Get out, go fish. Catch you guys later.